boys and girls, it's Miss Meg here from the YMCA Nutrition Program, and today I'm going to read you a book called Wake Up World, A Day in the Life of Children Around the World, written by Beatrice Hollyer. It's from the Healthy Schools, Healthy Communities curriculum developed by Michigan Fitness Foundation. Does anybody know what a daily routine is? And what would be something that you think you would do during your daily routine? Why do you think it's important to have a balance of rest and play, and food, and work every day? Let's read this book to see how these kids balance their days. Here's our world. My name is Paige. It was my grandmother's last name before she was married, and it's my mother's middle name. I live in Brighton in the United Kingdom. My name is Natalie, which means born at Christmas. My middle name is Xochitlcoatl, is the name of the Mexican goddess of spring. I live in Berkeley, California in the United States of America. My name is Aparecida, but everyone calls me Cinda. I live in Luvoco village in Brazil. My name is Anusibuno, which means things of my hand. I live in Zuo village in Ghana. My name is Muhammad. Shakeel, although everyone knows me as Shakeel, it means handsome. I live in Hyderabad in India. My name is Alexis. My last name Abala is Aboriginal name, and I live in Alice Springs in Australia. My name is Ling. We put our family names first, then our first names. So my full name is Ho Dong Ling. I live in Kai An in Vietnam. My name is Sasha. It is short for Alexander, which means winner. I live in Lakirjvanor village in Russia. Wake up! The moment we open our eyes to a new day is something we all share, but what we see, feel, and hear around us is different depending on where we live. I like to sleep late in my hammock. It is so comfortable that my mother has to shake me awake in the room where I sleep. We store rice in big bag sacks. Cinda. Alexis's house has 4 bedrooms. Her room has bunk beds, and she sleeps in the top bunk. After her mother wakes her, Alexis makes her bed before climbing down for breakfast. Shakeel and his brother Saber sleep until their mother wakes them. Their bed is a mattress on the floor, and an electric fan blows cool air over them. As she wakes up, Anabusuno reaches for the sleeping mat she shares with her mother and 4 sisters. When it's hot, they move the mat and sleep outside. It is dark and cold outside when I wake up. Our cat Pushak keeps me warm. He's like a fluffy blanket. Sasha. Natalie wakes herself up with her alarm clock. Once she's awake, she reads or pretends her bed is a zoo, full of her toy animals. When Lynn wakes up, he lifts the mosquito net that covers the bed and he shares with his mother, father, and brother. They sleep and eat and watch television in the same room. Paige cuddles her toy monkey as she gets up. Her bedroom is painted pink, her favorite color. She likes to watch TV while her parents are still asleep. Who else is awake? When we wake up, we look around and see who else is up and about. We say good morning to the people and animals who share our homes. All over the world, children live with their parents, brothers, sisters, sometimes grandparents, aunts, uncles, or cousins. Pets and other animals are part of family life too. Before Shakeel wakes up, his mother brings water from the tap on the road so that he and his father can wash. They set up a small table and a mirror in the courtyard of their house. Shakeel brushes his teeth while he watches his father shave. The pigs and chickens are waiting for their breakfast when Cinda wakes up. Her mother has lit the stove, brought water from the well, and made coffee for everyone. She calls Cinda to feed the animals. Her father and big brother have already left for work in the fields. Alexis likes to see all her toys at the end of her bed. She pretends they are waiting for her to wake up. Her mother is busy getting her 5 brothers and sisters ready for school. Every morning, Sasha is up early, helping to dress her younger sister, Eula, and make breakfast. His stepfather is away working, so Sasha takes pride in being the man of the house, helping his mother and Babushka in every way he can. My mother wakes up at dawn because she has so much to do before she starts work in the fields. Then my father gets up and goes to work, leaving lots of space in our family bed. My brother is still asleep when I start doing my homework. Natalie and her older sister Allie like to spend time together in the bathroom. After they wake up, brushing their teeth, chatting, and looking in the mirror, they sometimes forget that their parents and uncle also need to use the bathroom. I get up before everyone else and help myself to a drink, because I can't wait to start the day. If Mom and Dad are still asleep, my sister and I play with my hamster, Hamish. He's nocturnal, so he's been awake most of the night. Page. Anabasuno wakes up with her parents, 4 sisters, and 24 other relations. They share a compound, a collection of rooms in a walled yard. Her father and the other men get up first to let out the animals to graze in the open fields until night. Starting the day. Between waking up and setting off for school, children around the world eat breakfast, wash, brush their teeth, get dressed. In hot countries, they wake up with a quick splash of cool water and put on a pair of shorts. In cold climates, everything takes longer. No one wants to get out of a warm bed and then put on layers of clothes to brave the outside cold. I shower, dress, and then help myself to breakfast. Cereal, orange juice, and yogurt, which I eat with my sisters. My little brother is still asleep, and my big brother has already left for school on his bicycle. When Alexis goes out, she has to remember to wear her hat to protect her from the burning sun. Anabasuno washes in the water she has carried from the well. Afterwards, she rubs shea butter onto her skin to protect it from the wind and sun. She would love to wear brightly colored clothes, but she only has one skirt and t-shirt, which she wears every day for school. For breakfast, she eats papunka, millet porridge, sometimes with smoked fish and spices. On school days, Paige prepares breakfast for herself and her sister. They have a choice of cereals, then toast with peanut butter. After breakfast, Paige brushes her teeth before deciding what to wear. Sasha boils water from the tea while his mother fries potatoes. For a treat, he sometimes has milk and bread and butter for breakfast. Before he goes out in the snow, he puts on extra sweater, a padded jacket, trousers, felt boots, mittens, a scarf, and a fur hat. For breakfast, we eat parathas, bread fried in oil, and we drink tea. I add lots of sugar to mine. We eat in the courtyard, just outside the kitchen. Afterward, Mommy helps me get ready for school. I like wearing new clothes, and I look forward to festival days when we get clothes as presents. Cinda washes with soap made from babuso nuts. The water comes from a deep well. It still has some of the earth in it, but it's still soft and cool. After her bucket shower, she has coffee mixed with manek flour, made from the cassava plant. Breakfast is indoors because it's too hot and dusty outside. I often wear my favorite sweater handed down from Allie. The dogs on it remind me of my grandparents' dog, Farley. Allie lets me borrow her earrings and helps me put them on. Once I'm dressed, I eat breakfast, usually toasted bagels and cereal. Natalie. After he's done his homework, Lynn washes rice for his mother to cook, with fish and vegetables for breakfast. When he has finished eating, he brushes his teeth while perched on the wall outside his house, so that he can see what everyone is doing. Playtime. Children all over the world use what they find around them to invent games, try out new ideas, make their own toys, and have fun. Some children work hard to help their families. Others have lots of homework, but there's always time for play. Lucidivo, the village where Cinda lives, is hot, dusty, and dry. It has one dirt road, lined with houses, made of earth. When Cinda and her friends play football on their favorite skipping game, Elastico, they kick up clouds of red dust. They cool off by swimming and splashing for hours in the lake. They don't have toys, but an old bicycle wheel makes a good hoop. I play with my sisters and other relatives. There are 18 children living in the same compound, so someone is always ready to join in. We mark our squares in the earth to play hopscotch and make toys and people from clay. We leave them to dry in the sun, and then we play with them. That's Anasunubo. I love Hamish, my hamster. I play with him every day. We also have 2 goldfish. Freddie is mine, and Bug is my sister Bobby's. Paige likes drawing too. Her kitchen wall is covered with her pictures. Like most children in rural Vietnam, Ling has no toys but makes up his own games. His favorite game is Vong. Each player uses rubber bands to shoot pebbles at a target. The winner, the person who hits the target, keeps the rubber bands. Shakeel draws tracks for his marbles in the dry, sandy earth. His friends are wearing long cotton tunics called kurta to keep cool. I make houses in the snow. When I work from dawn to dusk, I can almost finish a house in a day. I smooth the walls inside and out. If the snow is damp and sticky, it makes little tables, beds, and chairs. Sasha. Natalie practices the piano with her mother every day after school. She enjoys playing, but would rather read or watch videos, eating takeout pizza. She has lots of toys, games, and books of her own. At the moment, she's reading a book called California Girl. The sun is blazing hot in Alice Springs, where Alexis lives. After school, she and her friends ride their bicycles to the pool or play basketball. Alexis also likes watching television and listening to music. Helping others. Because we share our lives with people around us, we have to help one another in all sorts of ways. Doing special jobs for our families is an important part of growing up. Whether we set the table, tidy our toys, or look after animals, it can be fun to share the work at home. Every day I sweep the rooms and fetch firewood. My sisters and I like washing and cooking pots and dishes, because when we're done, they're clean for visitors. They can see how much we help our mother, and we feel proud. Anabusuno. Every 2 days, Sasha and his brother Vanna collect water from the well. They pull the heavy canisters on a sled. Sasha also clears the snow from a path, brings logs to the fire, and helps with the cooking. He especially is good at making meat dumplings called polemine. Paige's favorite job is cleaning her hamster cage. I like taking care of Hanish. I give him fresh sawdust and water. The job I like least is carrying my toys and my clothes back up to my room from the downstairs, as there are so many stairs to climb. Shakeel helps his mother make flatbread, called chapatis. Outside the kitchen, he helps his father with building work. When their house needs repairs. Shakeel's own job is feeding and milking the goats. When he is older, he would like to do the shopping and carrying the heavy bags for his mother. Ling's special job is feeding rice to the chickens twice a day. His family keeps pigs as well, but Ling stays away from them because he doesn't like the noise they make. Cooking is the job I like best. I mix things and I lick the spoon. That's lots of fun, but I don't enjoy cleaning up afterward. Natalie. Alexis helps sort her dirty clothes onto whites and colors. She puts them in the washing machine and then hangs them out to dry in the sun. Cinda helps her mother break basu nuts. The oil in the nuts is valuable because the villagers use it to make soap, which they can sell. Cinda can exchange the cracked nuts at the village, shop for a new pencil case, or a notebook. Time to eat. Every place in the world has its own special food and different ways of cooking and eating. Some people can choose from many types of food. Others eat same meals nearly every day and hardly ever have sweets or treats. Children everywhere love to eat because food tastes good and it helps them grow big and strong. Sasha's family eats their main meal. It's called obed in the afternoon. They start with soup made from vegetables grown in their garden. Then they eat pickled fish, ham, stuffed potatoes, and pastries. They need lots of food to keep them warm in the freezing winter. Sasha's favorite meal is bashort, a soup made from beets. In Vietnam, even small children are expert at using chopsticks. Dinner is called bua. The main part of the meal is rice, with small dishes of fish and vegetables. Ling's family grows rice and vegetables in their own fields. Sometimes they buy pork. Ling's favorite dish is from their neighbor. Cinda's family and neighbors crowd into the living room of her house to watch TV while they have their dinner, called janata. They eat rice and beans flavored with spring onions and coriander, which they grow themselves. Meat comes from their own chickens and pigs. Sometimes they eat fish that Cinda's father and brothers have caught in the lakes. Hanamasuno eats porridge made with corn or millet for every meal. She and her sister sit outside sharing bowls and eating with their fingers of one hand. She likes bito, a soup made with leafy vegetables and nuts, which they grow themselves. Once a week, Paige has her favorite meal of roasted meat or chicken with roasted potatoes, vegetables, and gravy. On other days, she might eat pasta with tuna fish, fish sticks, or salads. When Paige invites school friends home for tea, they have chocolate cookies as treats. Shakeel tears chapitas, soft flatbread, into pieces and uses them to scoop up rice and dal, a lentil soup. Most days his mother cooks vegetables in a spicy curry sauce. Shakeel looks forward to Sundays when they have meat curry, called ghost. I go to my grandmother's house for tea on Friday nights with all of my cousins. We eat pasta and barbecue in the garden. My favorite food is takeout hamburgers. We have them for lunch at school on Fridays, and once a week for tea at home. Alexis. Natalie enjoys salads made from the fruit and vegetables that grow in her hot, sunny California. Everyone in the family has a choice of salad dressing and a choice of milk or fruit juice to drink. Once a month, for a treat, they eat takeout pizza, which Natalie's mother orders by telephone. Time for bed. At nighttime, we rest our minds and bodies before we wake up for another busy day. As evening comes, we start to feel sleepy and look forward to bed, whether we sleep on a mat, in a hammock or bunk bed, or a family bed. I pretend I'm a Martian in the silver pajamas Mommy made me. She blesses me and kisses me before I fall asleep. Sasha. Before Paige goes to bed, she reads a story with her mother or father, or plays a game. She cuddles up with her toy monkey, and then her parents say goodnight. Shakeel goes to sleep either listening to his sister reading stories or watching TV. He has a favorite pillow that he doesn't like anyone else to use. It's hot at night, so Cinda often sleeps in just a pair of shorts. Before she goes to sleep, her sister or her mother reads to her, or they look over her schoolwork. After my parents kiss me goodnight, I go to sleep with my most cuddly bear, Chester Jr. Natalie likes to keep special toys and photos around her bed. Alexis goes to bed late. Some nights I have a shower. Then I read comics to myself before Mom comes for a hug and a kiss. I go to bed as it gets dark. When the frogs start croaking, the last thing I do is get in the pillow and pull down the mosquito net. We don't need a blanket until the morning when it gets cold. Ling. After supper, my sisters bring out the sleeping mat. We tell each other stories and sing songs as we lie in the dark. I listen to the sounds of the animals and people and drift off to sleep. Anabasuno. The end. So what were some of the activities that these kids mentioned in the book? And how do you stay active every day? Do you play games? Do you like to cook? Do you like to go to school? Anything you do is perfect, as long as you find a balance of playing and eating and working and, of course, sleeping and resting too. Have a good day, guys.